Well, the president's in a bit of a pickle because the timing here is really not ideal. The Supreme Court, including two of his handpicked justices, in Amy Coney Barrett and, of course, Justice Neil Gorsuch, striking down his major tariff regime under finding that it's unconstitutional. After all, President Trump tried to impose $175 billion in tariffs, citing a federal statute that part of it doesn't actually even include the word tariff, yet he claimed that it somehow authorized this kind of sweeping tax increase that would typically require congressional authorization and didn't have it. And I was hoping that President Trump would use this as an off-ramp, exactly as you said, to say, all right, we made our point. We negotiated some deals. Now we're going to widen back the tariff regime. But instead, he is doubling down, and he's going to have to explain he's pursuing tariffs through an alternate route, not the one the Supreme Court struck down, of course, but now a 15% global tariff. He's going to have to explain to Americans during the State of the Union how that's somehow not going to make the affordability problem worse. And that'll be a tough sell. And in terms of specific goods, I think you may see price increases. It's not most likely going to lead to a huge increase in the overall inflation rate, because it works a little differently with tariffs, where people have more money to spend on something or less money to spend on certain things. And so it balances out. But certain goods that Americans pay the most attention to may get more expensive. And that's something that people really do keep in mind. President Trump set the standards very high. He promised not just to have the rate of inflation remain relatively low, which it has. He actually promised that prices would decrease. So negative inflation or deflation. We haven't seen that, and we're almost certainly not going to, regardless of these tariffs or not. So I guess it will become a question of can he sell to the American people that this is the best he's doing? And I would recommend he not oversell and not try to tell everybody everything's amazing and rosy. President Biden tried that, and Americans really don't like that. I think a more honest, we're doing the best we can approach is a lot more likely to resonate with people.